Hello guys, welcome back for another high level match of StarCraft 2. What I got for you today, it's an epic one. We have here none other than Oliveira, the new champion of the world, the best there can be in 2023 for StarCraft 2. Oliveira from China versus none other than Clem Le Baguette from France with the blue Terran. So we are going to have an epic match between two of the best Terran players in the world. It cannot get any better than this. So stay with me. My name is Keanu and together we are going to find out what is going to happen in this epic match. It's going to be a long game. And I cannot wait to emphasize the fact that we are talking literally about the best there can be. Oliveira versus Clem. If you have any other opinion, who is better in terms of Terrans, let me know. Now, standard opening so far. We have here for Oliveira with a barrack, with a supply depot, and for Clem, same. This is going to be very interesting. I'm more than excited to be here with you and together to find out, to watch and observe two of the masters in action. So far they are pretty equal. No surprise over here. We are talking about timings, and timings are very important at this level, and they know it perfectly. It's going to be a lot of mind games. Both players are expert at this, and a lot of scouting, a lot of shenanigans, a lot of everything. So thank you for being here with me. It's an amazing journey to be able to cast and to have your support, your feedback. It's also very important, so please let me know in your comments who would you like for me to cast next. What is your favorite player that you would like to see, and I'm going to do my best to find pro level StarCraft 2 games and together to see them for the first time. Already here we have a Reaper for Oliveira. It's important to scout at the beginning of the game, not to find yourself in a situation, a dire situation where your opponent is doing something cheeky and you have no idea. So far so good, with another command center for Clem and one from Oliveira. These are very interesting games that I like to cast, especially when we are talking about same race. It's important to understand that micromanagement of a battle is very important. This is Oliveira's point of view, and here is Clem. So they do not have too much map awareness. It's obviously very dangerous to move away and you find yourself exposed, your base, like if you are in the middle of the map and your mineral line is attacked until you come back, too much damage. So both players keeping their units at home, but Oliveira is the one more aggressive, sending in a different direction. Look at the Hellion here, just dancing, making sure to observe. Already two Reapers here, so it's easy for them to intercept and to have map awareness. These are strategic positions, but 3 is the lucky number for Oliveira and he's trying to do something with them. Does Clem have something? Only these units and the Widow Mine. And in the main base, nothing. He built this supply depot. Is not random. This supply depot is here to spot in case Oliveira is using the cliffs to jump. This supply depot is going to give an extra second, which doesn't seem too much, but at this level, trust me, it's a lot. Already orbital commands are being used with mules. Mules are very good to supply income. This is the income advantage for the two players, now favoring Oliveira. And here is the army size, favoring slightly Clem. Both players are using mules. As you can see, 2 here for Oliveira, only 1 for Clem. So this is why we have a small difference in terms of income. But they respect each other too much to just attack. Now, I think that the Hellion was trying to bait the Widow Mine and the rest of the Terran units of Clem. Already here we have a Cyclone, we have a Raven. Nice combo here. And same, plus a tank for Oliveira. What units we are going to use, I'm very curious. Obviously guys, try and learn if you can from these pro level games. Obviously it's very hard to pull off, But some ideas, why not? Like abusing these cliffs, and 3 apparently is the ideal number. Look how easily some SUVs are going down, and already we have a lot of units lost. 3 in total. For now it's good, like 3 units, 150 minerals, not bad at all. Oliveira lost 3 units, but this is just the beginning, the payback is here. Look at them jumping all over the map. 2 ravens. Ravens are very important units. They can reveal widow mines, and also in case your opponent has a lot of tanks, you can make them useless. They have an ability where tanks for a while cannot shoot anything. And the lock-on ability activated for the Cyclone. Oliveira a little bit greedy, already has the 3rd orbital command center in place. And Clem is just right now, so these small details are making a huge difference. Because the faster you put in place your workers, the more workers you have, the more income. Now, who is going to win? What is going to happen? So many emotions here in place. So the micro is extremely important. What is happening if you find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time? This marine is dead. He was there just to spot. And now returning the favor. Oliveira with his Reapers. Already one killed. SUV, not bad at all. Keeping here a Cyclone for good measure. Also a supply depot here. If they try to jump, guess what? Nowhere to jump. A sensor tower already? Nice. Sensor tower gives you extra warning. Look at these 3 tanks over here. So they are deadly. Their splash damage is more than enough to deter any opponent to go back. Already a bunch of marines, so non-stop action. Just prepare. Look at them, 121 for Clem, 114 for Oliveira. In terms of workers, they are pretty equal. In terms of income minerals, same. When you see a little bit of a spike, it's all about the mules. So Oliveira's defense pretty good as well, with a sensor tower. Steam pack completed for Oliveira. And look at the ravens here. Already a missile tower in place, suspecting a drop. So when you play Terran versus Terran, it's very hard to, at this level, to outwit your opponent. It's all about details. What do we have here? A Lyot. What is a Lyot? Looks very nice. But here a random widow mine just to spot. Infantry level weapon 1 ready for Clem. Combat shield also. And now Clem is on the move with the marines here. Look at the missile turret just randomly put here. Apparently the map is Greece 1. Looks amazing. So going back after killing the turret. Now same thing is happening. Oliveira has his own units on the opposite side of the map, trying to again probe the enemy to see what damage. And look at the splash damage. That was a very good splash damage from the widow mine. So seemed random, it wasn't. Well done for Clem. Oliveira already pulling them out of the combat. Strategical retreat is called. And here we have a male Karak. Let's see the male Karak. Awesome animation. Very nice. So sensor tower, it's always good to have. One marine versus the rest. What do you think you are, Rambo? Go back. So how many gas? Refinery 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a lot of gas is going to be used this game. So that means higher tier units. And now Clem is on the attack, but already spotted by this marine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks here. Already scanned. Oliveira is on the defense, splitting his army in two. It's important to know where your opponent is, and look of the Clem army just staying slightly out of the range of the sensor tower. Now, is this going to be a drop? Medivacs full of marines. Vehicle level 1 already done for Oliveira in 3, 2, 1. And look at this engagement. Very good engagement here. Interference matrix activated, so making a lot of the tanks useless. But some of them still here. A lot of Vikings. And now splashing damage. It's very, very good. So what do you do if your opponent have more Vikings? You aren't able to use your advantage. Because no more air units for you. So excellent engagement for both players. A little bit of an advantage for Clem, but not too much. In terms of the army, 75 versus 64. 84 in terms of workers. Excellent defense from Oliveira. So this is going to be non-stop action, guys. Until the end of the game, we are going to poke at each other and use their minerals. Now steaming a bunch of marines here to try to kill a tank, and then immediately using the medivacs to get them back to safety. This is what I'm talking about, and Oliveira is taking advantage of this ramp over here, the splash damage of these tanks. Now trying to use the marines to steam forward. Yeah, the medivacs are in danger. There are a lot of Vikings in comparison. Yeah. No more sensor tower, so you do not know exactly what your opponent is doing. More ravens are here. So if you bring your own ravens, but your opponent have Vikings, so no more ravens. Now going back, sending a part of the army to the left, another one to the right. It's all about mind games. Trying to be where your opponent isn't, to surprise and to pincer. Now a scan revealing exactly what is happening. You need to scan when you play Terran versus Terran. That gives an extra edge to the tanks. And what do you do? Is it going to be destroyed, the planetary fortress? Yes. Yes, you cannot withstand the slaughter splash damage of so many tanks. And in the meantime, another shenanigan here. Two medivacs were sent by Oliveira, but these marines made them retreat as well. Yeah, what are you doing, guys? Go back, go back, go back. The SUVs are dead now. Now this base is destroyed. Clem maxed out, but also Oliveira almost. Now this next engagement, 3 tanks, a bunch of marines here. Now Oliveira is all in. Look at Oliveira. He does not care about defense. The best defense is offense. So Oliveira marching. What is Clem going to do? A drop in the Oliveira main base. And while this is happening, too many units here. Clem has nothing to defend. It's going to be a race base already? Wow. This is interesting. First game between these two awesome players. Already we are doing a race base. Base race. So many tanks. Yeah, lifting all the structures, moving in safer positions. So this is the main base for Clem. Is he able to defend it? A lot of damage here being taken. But 3 tanks versus 1, never a good engagement. And what do you do against the air fleet? Yeah, you lift your units, they are dead. Because of the Viking. You do not, they are dead because of the tanks. So wow, expanding again Oliveira. But same thing for Clem. So despite the fact that their main base are constantly attacked, they are able to recover. Look at the orbital command. Wow, what a game so far. Amazing. Hyper aggression at its finest. Now you have to land it too late. So Oliveira has the advantage of the air and Clem of the ground units. Now both players scanning, revealing a lot of the map. Look at their point of view. Luckily for us, we see everything. So yeah, this base is under attack. Can Oliveira protect it? Clem realizes better to retreat. Now they have a map split scenario. Clem has the right side, Oliveira has the left side. But what do you do against so many Vikings, so many Ravens? Tough decision, tough decision. With the interference matrix, if all the tanks are useless, a counter attack is going to do a lot of damage. And also remember, Ravens, if they have enough energy, they can also put missile turrets. And the turrets are very, very useful as well. Nice one. So trying to contain, but there are other bases. This one it's working, a lot of minerals left. The main base almost depleted. This one as well. Non-stop action as promised. Now in terms of income, favoring Clem heavily. In terms of army, they are pretty much the same. 150, 121 for Clem, Oliveira 108. Yeah, you have a lot of tanks, Clem, but what do you do against the air units? And each time you use a scan, the problem is less mules. So Clem has almost all the right map. Now trying a drop. No, dropping, picking them up. It's highly risky to put them all into medivacs if it's intercepted, and this is exactly what is happening. Yeah, you are risking all your units to die in mid-air. And now here, an excellent draw from Oliveira. Yeah, Oliveira has the advantage right now. He has way more Marines. Killing some of the structures, not bad at all. And the Marines immediately, yeah, retreating. And the medivacs are very useful. So non-stop action, scanning everywhere. And Clem is on the attack again. Clem is hyper aggressive this game against Oliveira. Clem versus Oliveira. Best of the best. Look at the Ravens using their abilities. Interference matrix, everything. Wow, as I suspected. So you have a lot of tanks, so what? So what? I have interference matrix. Half of your power is useless during the engagement. And Vikings now are landing in the middle of the tanks. Wow. Sometimes I have to be honest with you guys, I have this problem as well. If I stay too long, I find my opponent has landed a dozen of Vikings in the middle of my mineral line. And whoopsie doopsie, no more workers. So excellent use of Vikings. Sometimes they are underestimated. With upgrades, they can do a lot of damage to air units, and they can land in the proximity of tanks. If there are no more Marines, we are going to immediately be able to destroy them. And now this is a battle between two tanks. Wow. So I think I'm going to cast more and more Terran versus Terran. They are not disappointing us. So much is happening all over the map. Drops, counterattacks, attacks everywhere. And a lot of micro and mind games. So rebuilding a lot of the structures. Because you have a lot of minerals, you need to spend them. You need to have as many marines as possible. And now upgrades almost done for both players. Weapons level 2. How many ravens? 4 for Oliveira. How many ravens for Clem? 0. Clem is not in a good place right now. Now Oliveira is the one attacking. Despite the fact that Oliveira is not in terms of economy that good, he has the advantage in terms of the quality of the army. And by this I mean these 4 ravens. And what is Clem going to do? Yeah, redeploy. Trying to come from different angles. Oliveira now is coming back home. So it was a switch and bait tactic. Now these marines are getting forward, but the tanks are pretty good spread from Oliveira. Clem is trying again, a shenanigan, a doom drop. So keeping some of the units for defense and trying with these units to go into the main base, the production base. Is this going to be a successful drop? Yeah, posing here with a lot of units, and now this is a very good drop. Caughting Oliveira by surprise, but what do? Interference matrix was activated. Now for a while you'll have 0 defense from the tanks. Wow, this is a bloodbath. Yeah, not too many units are going to be able. Look, using the interference matrix so you cannot unload. This is something that you don't see very often. And now Clem losing a bunch of his army for nothing. At least these 2 marines are doing something. Non-stop action. Again interference matrix. How many interference matrices you can use? Apparently all of them. Wow. Now a new line of defense. This is the power of ravens. 7 ravens. They can change the tide of war if they want to. Who is going to win? Let's find out together. Clem has still an economic advantage, but he cannot use this to the best of his abilities. Yeah, you cannot build units as fast as you are losing them. And now Oliveira is attacking. This planetary fortress is almost dead. Who is going to win? Clem is trying his best. Oliveira is awesome. So still guys, I have no idea who is winning. Now let's see this epic engagement. Yeah, nothing in between these 2 armies. Now Clem is trying to redeploy the tanks. Oliveira in a very good position. Who is going to try? So now Clem, what are you doing? Qu'est-ce que vous faites? Oh, epic interference matrix. And Clem is being destroyed as we speak, despite his economic advantage. And GG, Oliveira winning game number 1. Wow, what a game. Keanu over. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to game number 2 between another van, Clem versus Oliveira. What an intensive first game we had. It was magnificent to watch and it's incredible to have the pleasure to cast this for you, so thank you very much. My name is Keanu and I'm here with you for game number 2 between Oliveira, the world champion, versus Clem from Katowice 2023. Spawning here in the bottom corner with the blue Terran, it's Clem, Le Baguette. And his opponent Oliveira spawning with the red Terran in the opposite corner. what is going to happen, what tactics we are going to use. I am going to find out together with you, so stay here, let's find out together. Standard opening so far for Oliveira. Here we have a barrack, a supply depot, and the standard refinery. Is Clem going to mirror this? Is he going to do the same? Exactly the same. So after game number 1, Clem is being cautious. He needs to. Oliveira manage to win the first game. No spoiler here. He's the champion of the world, using less inferior in terms of number army, but it was amazing. I'll not spoil more. Try to watch it. Trust me, it's worth your while, as they say in English. Now let's see what we are going to do in game number 2. So far so good. Standard opening, the barracks are here. Also we have the SUV of Clem trying to find out what is happening. It's important to have map awareness. Oliveira is in the dark, while Clem now is seeing everything. And by doing this, Clem is able to know the timings of his opponent and to predict if there is going to be something like a rush or something unexpected. Already here we have the second command center for Clem. Not bad at all. It's important to be greedy, especially in the first game. And what do we have? The SUV is coming back home. A Reaper at the entrance. The Reaper is just patrolling back and forth, back and forth. I hope he's not getting dizzy. And a perfect wall off here with 2 barracks. Nice. Let's continue this wonderful game with what, a factory and a Hellion on its way. And another Reaper here for Oliveira. Oliveira also starting his second command center. This is going to be a little bit delayed in comparison with Clem. Clem second command center, it's already almost done in a couple of seconds. The switch in order to have more Hellions. Non-stop action is going to happen. These 2 players love their micro. They are also good for macro, and they are some of the best, if not the best. For sure, Oliveira is the best from China, from Asia, obviously of the world, and Clem is a wonder kid, the Wunderkid as they say in German, France. Now here we have already a command center being upgraded into orbital command. This is for those juicy mules and for scan. Scan is extremely important in all the matches for the Terrans, especially when you have Terran versus Terran. And already here we have medivacs coming, so probably a drop. I know that Clem loves to have a lot of drops, but already here we have a cyclone. Conclusive shells already almost finished for Clem, not bad in terms of upgrades. Let's see the income favoring Clem so far, and the army size as well. But this is no significant difference right now. Clem is marching with a bunch of Hellions, trying to do some shenanigans. And is this going to be successful? He hopes so. So when you are behind, you have to be bold, to be audacious. But already look at the lockdown. Wow, this is excellent attack of Clem. And what do you do against the Banshee? Not that much. You have only ground shooting units. So excellent defense from Oliveira. 42 versus 42 in terms of workers, so no loss whatsoever for Oliveira. In terms of the army, they are pretty equal. That was a very good strategy. So the idea was to destroy as much as possible this mineral line. It wasn't successful. The Banshee helped. The Banshee spooked Clem into retreating. And now Oliveira is the one that is attacking. Wow. Already here we have an intensive counterattack. You have the Raven, but the Raven is not enough. And 4 Marines, and now here we have a Cyclone. Lockdown ability, successful, yes. and the tank. So for Clem, everything is stable. Now even using some SUV to heal the Cyclone, not bad at all. The Cyclone, being a mechanical unit, you actually need to put workers to repair it. And it's also repairing the Raven. So Clem taking good care of his units. On the opposite side, Oliveira with already 2 Ravens, 2 tanks, a bunch of Marines. So the situation is stable and looking very, very good for Oliveira as well. Already maxed out in terms of workers in the second orbital command center. Now the second refinery. Now it's going to be a game who dares to attack, who dares to expand more. You cannot not expand because your main mineral line is going to run out already. Look at these mineral fields running low. Oliveira now marching, posturing in front, trying to protect the entrance and to also secure the third orbital command center. So far, Oliveira 3 orbital command centers versus Clem only 2. This is not looking good for Clem. Is Clem going to attack? Let's find out. Already he's moving his orbital command. So Clem started with 1 orbital command advance. Now Oliveira is the one in charge. And look at them going. So many production. And now this line of tanks is excellent for defense, but guess what? Same with Oliveira, and he's again using the trump card, as they say, the air fleet. If you have Vikings, if you have Ravens, you can literally block your opponent's unit. Already here we have 3 Ravens, but no Vikings, and Vikings is making Clem nervous. Let's watch this engagement. Interference matrix, excellent done. Oliveira replied the same currency, interference matrix, and now putting here auto turrets. Nice, auto turrets literally killing the tanks. So what do you do now, Clem? Your 3 tanks are destroyed. Oliveira tanks are still here, and 45 versus 44 in terms of army. This is a big difference, especially we are playing TERRAN versus TERRAN. So every edge matters, and look of how efficient the Vikings are. We are now literally landing and killing a lot of SUVs. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. So literally he's abusing the high ground. But to no avail. Oliveira landing the Vikings. And now Clem is contained. And while this is happening, a 4th orbital command center is going to be planted here. Now Clem has an advantage in terms of infantry level 1 and armory level 1 finished in 1-0. But I don't know if this matters, because in a couple of seconds same upgrades are going to be ready for Oliveira. So what do you do, Clem? Clem has to retreat now. Clem is on the defense, and if this is destroyed, and it is it? Yes. Oh, this is a huge setback for Clem. Clem now has to retreat, and what do? You are 2 versus 4 in terms of orbital command centers. So if you leave Oliveira alone, he is going to max out like a zerg. And now Oliveira realizing Clem is coming back home. He's coming back home, and yeah, excellent positioning of the tank. Now Clem desperately tries to attack, but Oliveira is here. And the tanks are coming back home as well. Now look at the splash damage of the siege mode. And yes, Oliveira, excellent positioning. Superior economy. Nothing that Clem can do with only 3 tanks, a bunch of marines. Now a second, yeah, nothing he could do. Oliveira, this is why he's now the world champion of the world. Thank you for watching together with me. My name is Keanu. Remember to subscribe. See you for next matches. Thank you.